So welcome back to my garage. This is Gamer Dom. Couple of games in the Tiger 1, the iconic German Tier 7 heavy tank. Tiger 1, if anybody who is into their military history and comes to play World of Tanks because of their interest in military history and the Second World War and so forth, chances are it was tanks like the Tiger 1 that really interested them and made them want to, well, play the game. But the sad fact about the Tiger 1 in World of Tanks is it isn't the beastie that it was for real. In the game, it's a slightly neutered version of itself. So we're coming up the hill. This is Himmelsdorf. Brilliant matchmaking. Shot on the Lux. Can we hit him? Oh yes, we can hit him, but unfortunately it's our own Lux. Oh, and then I get a Tiger 1 shot in the side. Great. Can we hit the T30, T25? No, we can't. So it's not started terribly well, this game. Oh, and there's a KV1 Sport coming up the hill. We'll pull back for him because he could have a big nasty gun. Don't know where that shot went in. Did it go under him or it just hit the dirt? And he's firing HE at me. That's an interesting decision. The Lux, no chance of penetrating. Now the Tiger, I was just saying, nice snapshot. The Tiger in World of Tanks, it has very thick on armour on paper, 100 or so mils at the front, and you know at Tier 7 that should be pretty good. However, the problem is, oh, I'm there. The problem, oh, and Artie slammed me too. The problem is that it's very flat. And the lower plate on this tank is enormous, and it has got a sort of please hit me sign. Now I've managed to get behind the dead Lux and shelter from the shelter my lower plate, which means a lot of those shots, another arty hit, a lot of those shots were, even though the VK was firing heat at me, didn't pen because the turret armor is pretty thick. So my turret's damaged, but I had turret's damaged, my tracks were damaged and my engine was damaged, so I fixed all of it. I'm down to 577 and it hasn't gone terribly well, but I have done over 1,000 damage already. So can we secure this hill? That's a critical thing on this game. Oh, and there's a Tiger. There's a Cromwell sitting down there, so we'll have a pop at him. Looks like the hill's secure now. Oh, there's an experimental going round. Can we spin round? Oh, I just escaped. So the Tiger 1 in World of Tanks has a phenomenally good 88mm, which has really accurate gun and has pretty reasonable alpha damage. So it's a very pokey thing. Can we fire through there? We're trying to show the accuracy. So there's a little window there that I'm trying to shoot through at, what is it? Must be 40 yards. Right on the extreme range. I put one straight through it. That one missed, but he's turned his turret slightly, so can we put another one through him? Yes, we can. 191 was a little on the low side, which is a shame, but somebody finished him off. So I faffed around a bit. If I'm honest, I faffed around far too much on this hill. We took the hill quite easily, and then I just kind of got suckered in, as a lot of people do, to try and take pot shots. And you know, the Tiger 1 is extremely good at taking pot shots at long range because of the accuracy of this gun. Aim time is very good, and it's very accurate. So, but we're looking pretty secure. It's I was going to say it's 12.8, it's actually 12.9 now, 12.10, not looking at all as secure. But we've got no eye, and we've got a KV1 heading north. There's a T-34, don't know what he's doing, seems to be hugging the balustrade there on the bridge, and me faffing around on the top of the hill. So I think it's time I actually move my big fat arse, and I wasn't entirely sure what to do, but in the end I thought, well, the OI and the KV1 are heading north. If I can split, and of course I sat there for ages waiting to have a snapshot, then the Cromwell comes by just after I've left. There you go, just sod's law. Anyway, what was I saying? I decided I must head down the other side and try and open up another flank. Now the Tiger 1, for a big heavy tank, is pretty mobile. So it can move around pretty rapidly. In some ways, it's more like a heavy medium than a heavy tank per se. But so Cromwell's down. VK and the OI dealt with him up there. There's a piece of artillery, the M44. Oh, and their Tiger has just taken out my OI. So it's just a KV1 up there, who's not a terribly experienced player, myself and the T-34, who don't know what he is doing. He's trying to do what I was doing, which is sniping, and I think he's only got the dirt gun on that tank, so that's not going to work so well, matey. So our OI is complaining about the Tiger using gold. Well, you know, I don't blame him one little bit. It's the game end. It's crucial to get every hit you can. And you're a big, heavy, hard to penetrate target, so gold, I don't blame him. I will be using gold very shortly because I need to make sure when I see that Tiger, and there he is, I pen him. Now, I shouldn't have any problem penning him, but I don't want to get the situation where I get a bounce and that costs us the game. So, KV1, can he deal with the arty? I'm going to try and scoot round. I haven't got a shot on that arty because he's in that hangar and there's sort of a brick bollardy wall in the way. Now, why didn't that shot hit? Probably deflected maybe by the wall, I don't know. But you can see their Tiger is on 1294 health. I'm on 577, which is where I was left before. There's also that arty who seems to be showing he's capable of moving that piece of arty around and derp people. He's got 2 kills, and in a city map that's pretty good. The T-34 is still setting up. They're doing faff all. I'm going to come around here and I'm going to try and set an ambush for the Tiger 1. The risk is that the arty will come round, but there's something in the cap. I suspect that's the arty, but I'm keeping my frontal arm. Oh, there's a Tiger, there's a Tiger, there's a Tiger. Can we get a shot on him? I've got the premium loaded like I said I would. His shot derps into the ground. He obviously hadn't fully aimed. I was pretty fully aimed. I'm trying to track him at the same time as hit him. He's down to 817. He's running, he's running, he's running. Right, can't pen him now. So I need to know, I know that arty was in the cap. Chances are he's coming my way. Tiger's trying to come round, trying to get in some cover and come around the other way. I've changed back to regular ammo, and there you go, that's the arty down. Okay, so it's 2 against 1, but our T-34 hasn't really demonstrated he's particularly useful in this sort of scenario. I'm trying to come around and do unexpected things. I think at the end of a game you have to try and do unexpected things. So there is the Tiger. Can I put a shot into him? I missed the first shot, which is frustrating. The T-34's at least come around and firing on him from the other side, but he's in the open. His asset is mobility, and he definitely seems to have got the derp gun, and that's it. Goodbye. The Tiger took him down. Right, so this is the game basically. It's Tiger on Tiger. He's got slightly more hit points. I've just duffed that shot. Can I get him to miss a shot? I'm loaded again, so at least we're even. We're fighting round the artillery. Can I hit one? See, there's the lower plate. Even though that was angled, it's no problem getting through it. And that was a poor shot dump. I hit that wreck. Don't know what the wreck is of, but it got in my way. Can I get one through that? Oh, put one right through his gun, I think. And there's a Tiger. Tiger hit me. So now we're both effectively one-shot kills. 3,000 damage I've done, and we're dancing around dead tanks trying to get the advantage. Now the risk here is that we both kill each other at the same moment, and that would be a draw, which would be disaster because a draw is like a loss, and I don't want to lose this game. This has been great fun. Showed the Tiger off really well. I've had a top tier game where there's only been 2 top tiers, and one of them was me. So I'm trying to pull back, keeping my frontal armour facing, trying not to drive into a railway car. That was the risky moment, turning my flank to get round, but it was worth it for the extra speed. Now Can I get around here without jamming myself in the building? That would be embarrassing if he'd come round. I'm just trying to do something different again. I think half the time when you get in this sort of scenario, the tendency is to keep pushing and pushing, but we were both one-shot kills, and I didn't want to risk the vagaries of, you know, who hit the button first, or indeed both shooting each other at exactly the same moment and killing each other. So I'm going to keep pushing round. I'm thinking, like, he's not here, he's not falling for that trick of coming down there again, but what I might do is go down and try and come round from the G line. So that's what I'm doing. I'm really nervous about this. Going across this gap is where the risk is here. Still no sign of him, so he's obviously pulled back too. We've both pulled back, both trying to surprise each other, frankly. So who can get the surprise first? Nothing showing at all. I'm coming around here. I was debating charge. There he is. Now, interesting. I spotted him, but my sixth sense didn't go off. Have I got a shot through this gap? Is he going to come through? He's disappeared. Where is he? There he is! Boom! Gotcha! Bye bye, tiger. Wow. So that was really intense. Really intense. Yeah, great fun game. Not for him, but for me. First class mastery. We've got a Hand of God, which is when you get hit by 4, you win the battle and survive and get hit by 4 enemy tanks. Bruiser, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. And we also got Steel Wool to add to it. So if you remember, we were on 577 health from the first few minutes of that game. Hit twice by the RT, once by a Tiger, once by the the KB1S. And yet we managed to carry those hit points right the way through to the end when we had that duel with the Tiger at the end. Finished top, obviously, 3,378 damage and 2 kills. Base XP of 1165, which is rather good. Shout out to that Tiger. Is that the guy at the end there? No, it was the one with 4 kills, wasn't it? This guy here. Yeah, of course it would be. Top of their team. Shout out to him. Great game. 1,800 he did and 4 kills. Base XP of 512. So, unlucky. 27 shots fired by me, 17 hits, 15 penetrations for that 3,000 damage. We took 22 hits, only 7 of which penetrated, and that's kind of inflated because we got hit by all those machine gun shots from the Lux at the front in the beginning, and they were never going to penetrate because we actually blocked 1,300 damage, which isn't bad at all. 56,000 credits. We fired a fair bit of premium. I know I'm not proud, but you know, had to be done to win the game, and so we made nearly 29,000 credits, which is great. Interesting on the premium thing, one of our players was complaining, oh, it's the OI, that he fired gold early on in their Tiger fired gold at him. Now clearly he ran out, whereas I kept mine until the end of the game when it really was needed. So I was penning him, and he wasn't able to do anything to me. So just shows, don't use your gold willy-nilly. If you're carrying it, hold on to it for when you really need it. Although in fairness, probably going against an OI, I probably would have used gold as well. It was a ×2, and I had some personal reserve thing happening, so still made 1,700 credits, but made a massive 5,000 with the ×2 and with the reserves working. So 5,000 credits. Wow. So that's the Tiger 1 in action. So there's another game in the Tiger 1. Again, really good matchmaking. We're top tier, but there are a few more tier 7s this time. This was a game I was platooned up with Shoot and Scoot, who I platoon with quite a bit because he always seems to be on late at night when I am. We're on Kharkov, which is of the big city maps that they introduced. I think this is the one I like the most. I don't particularly like these city maps. I think they're too corridory, and there isn't much chance if you're not in a heavy or a heavy TD to really play the tank at the strength. Well, mediums can play this one quite well because there's lots of corridors to get around the back of people. But yeah, this is okay map. But they've reduced the frequency you see a lot of these city maps now, which is kind of good. So I've come down here, fairly traditional sort of point to sit and wait. I'm trying to spot anything that comes down this road. You have to be careful when you're here because sometimes the artillery can land shells here, so I'm keeping myself well tucked in. I'm trying to only show my turret off because as we discussed in the last game, the frontal armour of the Tiger 1, while on paper it looks very impressive, it's flat as a pancake, and the lower plate has a big "please kick me here" sign on it, and people tend to kick you exactly there and take large chunks of health out of you. So it appears though nothing very much is coming this way. Now the enemy team have got a lot of TDs. They've only got 2 heavies. Mind you, we've only got 2 heavies as well, and both the heavies are up there. The KV3 and the IS are both in E3, so I'm going to push forward. It's a risky move, but you know, it's if you don't do damage you don't really get any benefit out of the game. So I know where 2 heavies are. Oh, and there's an E25. What's the stealth tank has popped up at B5, but not an awful lot I can do with him. So I'm coming round. I'm hoping I can. What I'm thinking about is go right round the back of that KV3 and that IS. Let's see if we can give them a bit of surprise butt sex, but I'd rather not do it against 2 of them. Oh, and here comes the IS. Can we track him? No, we can't, but we're 234 damage on him, which is nice. He now knows I'm here. Oh wow, look at all the lights have gone around the north of their side. So we're losing this game. I need to do something to make this a little bit even. Wow, there's lots of stuff raining down on the KV3. But it's back to 3-all, which is good. So I'm going to carry on. My original plan was to scoot around the back of these guys, and I think I'm going to do the same. It appears they haven't pushed anything through the middle at all. So we have the middle, they have the 2 wings. So let's see if we can get round the back here. It's 3-4. It's a really close game. Then the Tiger 1 is pretty mobile. There we go. Shot into the back of the KV3. I think he's the most dangerous opponent. But we bounced a shot from him. I was trying to finish off the IS. We set fire to the KV3. He didn't have a fire extinguisher, so he's down. Took a shot from the Jag Panther, but it was worth it for that kill. Really worth it for that kill. The IS has gone, so we're suddenly 7-4 up. I'm going to push. There's a lot of their tanks still up in the north there. I'm trying to get through this gap, but I'm drunk and I missed the hole, which is pretty stupid. I'm trying to get a flank on the Jag Panther. Ooh, hang on, the recording went a bit weird there. Sorry. And where is that Jag Panther? Where is that? And there's beauty of this map is there's lots of little holes like this you can come around, and there he is. I'm behind you. Oh, there goes Scoot. He's just been killed, unfortunately. A little bit of tap on the bum. Thank you very much. Load of farmed points off that Jag Panther. And there's the 2 arty. We so love arty, don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, don't know what happened there. I think I must have had some kind of glitch there, because suddenly, yeah, don't know what happened there. A tank turned off the road violently and hit the wall. So, which is annoying because I had the 2 arty at my disposal to take apart. Oh, there we're back again. We're back again. I don't know what happened there. That's very, very odd. But in one sense that's good because it got rid of my the spot that they had on me. Oh, and there's the Hummel. Thank you very much, Mr. Hummel. Bye bye. And here comes the Lorraine. We'll dive down. And the Tiger 1 is pretty mobile. For a big heavy tank, it's surprisingly mobile. And that's great in this kind of scenario where I've used the mobility of the thing to get around the flank and get around the gaps, and it worked. GG. So that was a second class mastery. We got an arsonist because we set fire to that KV3. We got a fighter and we got fire for effect. Finished with on top on damage and XP, which is nice. 1966 damage. 1966. What a good year. And 4 kills was what we finished on, and we had 817 base XP. Shoot had a reasonable game as well. He got 3 kills, but he got rather overrun by all their lights and that E25 at the end. But he did a good job of holding them up. I fired 8 shots, hit with 8, and penetrated with 8. The 88mm on the Tiger 1 is fantastic as a gun. If you get around flanks or rear, there's pretty much nothing that you're going to face that you can't pen. Even frontally, if it's got the accuracy to go after weak spots and pen them. So yeah, 1966 damage. We took 2 hits, 1 penetrated, 1 didn't. Quite lucky that we bounced anything. As I said before, the armor on this thing is not fantastic, but yeah, it is what it is. 37,218 damage. I didn't fire any APCR this time. 33,000 total profit from the game. We still had some personal reserves running clearly, and it was a time 5 from the weekend, so we made a massive 7,356 XP with a premium account. So that's the Tiger 1. I really like it. I kept it. I've moved through now to the Tiger 2, which I don't like so much, but I retrained another crew into the Tiger 1, and I kept it, and I play it fairly regularly because I really enjoy playing it. And it is, as I said before, right at the beginning, it is the iconic World War II tank, I think. That and the T-34 and the Sherman are probably the 3 most iconic tanks from the war that most people will, if they've got any interest in military history, will be aware of, and possibly help the interest in them joining this game. But they all are a little bit unique. The Tiger 1 is not like it is in the game. It's much more of a support tank. In a top tier game like those 2 I've just played, you've got a bit of armor you can deal with, but if you get in a tier 8 game, for instance, you really have to play much more defensive, which is why I drive with binoculars on mine, because I often play a snipey role in it. But does get people rather worked up. The number of times you get accused of being a complete noob, which is probably fair enough, but because you're camping in a Tiger 1, but that just shows they either don't know, have never played a Tiger 1, or they don't understand the limitations of it. It's really, its strength is that beautiful gun that fires incredibly accurately, pretty fast as well, and gives out very good alpha. So yeah, you really need to keep the hull away from being shot at and keep the gun firing. So, you know, firing as a sort of support vehicle, sniping is your benefit, except when you get top tier, when you have a chance to be a bit more mobile. And actually the tank is surprisingly mobile for a big thing. As you saw in that last one particularly, I was able to flank a couple of heavies, get around, dodge an arty. So, you know, you're not going to dodge fast mediums or fast lights, but you know, against other tanks of its type, it's pretty mobile. So anyway, hope you enjoyed those 2 games. If you did, please consider giving this a like, and maybe subscribe. We're up to 110 viewers now, which is, or subscribers now, which is fabulous. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed. It's great that you do. It makes it makes you feel good when you see that people are enjoying the videos and liking them and making comments about them, good or bad. It's nice to see you're out there. So thanks for watching. See you again. This is Gamer John checking out. Enjoy your games, have fun, don't take them too seriously. It is just a game after all, and we'll see you again soon.